Marry me, human soldier, or the war continues, said the alien queen. The battlefield was silent. Smoke drifted over the ruined city, and the cries of the wounded echoed faintly in the distance. Human soldier Captain Arlen Vey stood in the center of the war council tent, his battered armor smeared with ash and blood. Across from him stood Queen Lysra of the Veari, tall, radiant, and terrifying in her alien grace. Her golden eyes, bright like twin suns, locked onto his with unyielding intensity. "Marry me, human soldier," Lysra said, her voice carrying both command and desperation, "or the war continues." The gathered diplomats gasped. Arlen stiffened. "What?" "You heard me," Lysra replied, her wings folding tight against her back. "Your people and mine have slaughtered each other for 5 years. Millions dead, our armies broken. We can fight until nothing remains, or we can bind our nations through union. Through us." Arlen blinked, his mind scrambling to comprehend. "You're proposing marriage? To me?" Lysra stepped closer, her silver armor clinking softly. "Yes, you are the only human I trust. You spared my life at Draystar Pass when you could have struck me down. You treated my wounded, even when they were your enemies. My advisors tell me I'm a fool to offer this, but I will not see more of my people die." Her tone softened, almost pleading. "Say yes, and I will end this war." A soldier's burden. Arlen felt the weight of every life lost pressing down on him. He'd buried friends, seen cities burn, and watched children cry over the dead. He had never imagined peace would come to him in this way, through a proposal from the very queen he'd once sworn to kill. "What makes you think my people will accept this?" Arlen asked carefully. "They hate your kind." "They hate war more," Lysra answered. "If their hero accepts me, they will follow. And if your leaders refuse, I will still uphold the pact. My people obey me absolutely." He studied her face. Despite her regal bearing, there was pain there, the same grief he felt in himself. Maybe she was just as tired of the bloodshed as he was. "And if I refuse?" he asked quietly. Her wings flared slightly. "Then we fight until only bones remain." A dangerous alliance. The human council was divided. Some called Arlen a traitor for even considering it. Others begged him to say yes, desperate to end the war. In the end, the decision was his alone. "I'll do it," Arlen said, voice steady. Gasps filled the chamber. Lysra's eyes softened, a rare smile ghosting her lips. "You will not regret this, Captain Vey." The wedding was held atop neutral ground, the ruined Temple of Ares, where both sides had once worshipped before the war tore their worlds apart. Humans and Veari warriors stood shoulder to shoulder, weapons sheathed but hands tense. One wrong move, and peace would shatter like glass. Lysra wore ceremonial armor adorned with white feathers, a crown of living light upon her brow. Arlen wore his battered dress uniform, metals dulled by years of war. As they stood before the joint council, silence fell over the gathered crowd. "Do you, Arlen Vey, pledge yourself to Queen of the Veari?" the officiant asked. Arlen swallowed hard. "I do." "And do you, Queen Lysra, pledge yourself to the captain of humanity?" "I do," Lysra said without hesitation. When their hands met, light rippled outward, a symbol of the ancient binding oath. Two enemies, now bound as one. Aftermath of peace. The war ended that day. Armies laid down their arms. Cities began to rebuild, and for the first time in years, children slept without fear of bombardment. But peace did not come without challenges. Arlen and Lysra faced suspicion from both sides. Humans whispered that she would poison him. Veari muttered that he would enslave her. In council chambers, every decision they made was scrutinized. Yet behind closed doors, they learned to see each other beyond the titles of queen and soldier. One night, As they stood on the palace balcony overlooking the rebuilt capital, Lysera spoke softly. "Did you ever think it would come to this? That you would marry your enemy?" Arlen chuckled. "No. I used to dream about killing you, actually." Lysera smirked. "I used to dream about tearing out your heart. Strange, isn't it? Now I guard it with my own." Their bond, forged in war, grew stronger with each passing day. The threat returns. Peace, however, was fragile. A faction of extremists from both species conspired to reignite war, believing the union was a betrayal of their fallen dead. One night, assassins struck. Blades flashing, they stormed the royal chambers. Arlen fought with everything he had, shielding Lysera with his body, wounded and bleeding. He refused to fall until the last attacker lay dead at his feet. Lysera knelt beside him, tears streaming. "You fool! Why did you protect me?" "Because," Arlen whispered, "I swore an oath, not just for peace, but for you." She pressed her forehead to his, alien tears warm against his cheek. "Then I swear, as queen and as your wife, I will protect you too." A new dawn. Months passed. The wounds healed, both in their bodies and in their people's hearts. Slowly, humans and Bayari began to live side by side, trading goods, sharing cultures, even falling in love. The union that began as a desperate gamble had become something far greater, a symbol of hope. On the anniversary of their wedding, Lysera placed a hand over Arlen's and whispered, "Do you regret it?" He smiled, not for a second. She kissed him softly, a gesture once forbidden, now celebrated. "Then may this peace last forever." Above them, the twin suns rose over a united world.